Warning, the following is entirely satirical and should not be taken as truth or fact. Styles Rebel Radio and the Rebel Podcast do not own any copyrighted material that may be included in this broadcast. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't know. But hey, happy Jan 6th.
Yeah.
We're all going to Netflix.
That's right.
Look at that.
Suspend the show right now.
You're gonna zipline directly into the harpoon?
Yeah.
What do you know about planes?
I know a lot about planes.
Buckle in, dude. It's gonna suck.
Put your hand on the screen.
How did they find out? Who was the one?
This show has gotten infinitely more gay.
The mystical land of New Jersey.
I don't understand how the laws in this country work anymore.
Welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show, live, uncut, and uncensored on this Monday evening on WSRR Radio, saving the underground music scene on the board as Jules.
Howdy.
I'm radio's Rebel DJ Style, and we're brought to you by Synergy Music Studio out of Chicago. So if you need your next track, album, or EP mixed, mastered, produced, if you're in the Chicago area, you can take advantage of Synergy Naked, which is their live video performance sessions, and get that fully produced as well. Or even if you're not in the Chicago area, you can take advantage of reamping. Synergy Music Studio will take your old tracks and run them through whatever kind of amp you need to get the sound you desire. Again, synergymusicstudio.com is the homepage for all of their services and more details. To get started today with Synergy Music Studio, that text line for us, 216-859-8699. That's 216-859-8699. If you're listening along on this Monday evening live, you can go to WSRRradio.com. Of course, that's the homepage for all of our content. You can go to radio or us-radio.com. Again, not sure who put us there, but thanks for that. us-radio.com is a way to listen. SynergyMusicStudio.com is a way to listen, or download the Live365 app on your smartphone or in your car to take us with you wherever you go. Pair us with your car stereo, your Bluetooth, your headphones, anything that connects you to the internet connects you to WSRRradio.com and all of our content that we produce.
I just want to let you know, the other day, I was waking up from my slumber, and I heard myself, speaking in my sleep, and that, woke me up. And you want to know what I was saying?
What was that?
216-859-8699.
What was that number?
216-859-8699.
What's that number for?
WSRR Radio. I actually woke myself up with our number, and I was like, are you serious? What is happening?
Normally, I wake myself up with the Lo-Fi Wake Up weekdays, 3 a.m. to
Gotcha.
6 a.m. on WSRR Radio.
I
Then,
should
of
start
course,
doing that.
it's 3 hours of Lo-Fi to either wind down your night or start your morning off right. Again, that's the Lo-Fi Wake Up, 3 to 6 a.m. on WSRR Radio.
What a cheap plug.
All right, we're going to talk about other things other than ourselves today.
I guess we
All right.
can.
Where's East Bay at?
That is in Concord, California. So,
East Bay, Concord, California?
it's
Is it a subsection of how
It's like
Parma's
the
Cleveland?
East Bay of California.
I don't think that's right.
I don't know, man. From what this says, it's from from Concord, California.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
and
It just
East
doesn't
Bay,
make sense.
East Bay Peruvian restaurant.
By the way, shout out to Channel 4. I'm assuming this is from San Francisco. So shout out to Channel 4 in San Francisco. KRON is your fucking call sign. You could have had corn so easy. Why didn't you just go with corn?
Well, because they can't turn the R back the other way.
Yeah, good job. You could have went with corn. Corn would have been so good. Not K-Ron. Come on. K-Ron sounds like a defunct GTA radio station. Why didn't you go with corn?
Because they're not from Ohio.
Corn's not from Ohio.
We have a lot of it.
Okay. Anyway, East Bay.
A restaurant in California has been in a very long legal battle regarding a ladies' night that they held every Wednesday night for approximately 3 hours, where drinks and stuff were half price for women. They got sued because apparently it's discrimination for ladies' night. And now, due to the legal fees and extended legal battle, they are closing their doors. They actually they closed down December 31st last year, 2024, due to this.
This is where we're at, huh?
Yep.
We're suing bars over ladies' night.
Yep.
I'm surprised that didn't come sooner. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, I agree with everything that's going on in I don't want to say it, but transgenders and everything.
Yeah, the trannies.
Okay.
Yeah. What about them?
like I feel like we would have heard about this situation a lot sooner in the year last
I
year.
don't think trannies are going to bars that have ladies' nights. I think trannies are going to tranny bars.
They could, but I feel like a lot of like transgender women have
Men, you mean?
they want to be recognized as a woman, and so they would go to a ladies' night, and then they're not gender passing.
I feel like you're asking for it if you're going to ladies' night as a man dressed like a lady. Speaking of ladies, hi, what's going on, buddy?
What's going on?
We have Jake Underwood joining the studio, reading the
Yeah, no, to catch you up, East Bay Restaurant announced its closure amid a ladies' night discrimination lawsuit. They got sued because ladies were getting drinks half off, and that's discriminatory. It actually has nothing to do with trannies. We just brought that up.
Equal rights.
Equal fights, am I right?
Wow, real quick, look at these.
New mic flags.
That's fancy.
Welcome to
as hell.
2025.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, look at that.
Hold on. Here we go.
Hi, welcome.
Oh, hey. Oh, notice who's sitting here. Because it's my spot. Kiss my ass, Shane.
We don't know where Shane is.
I think we know where he is.
What? So I got a.
I had to stretch.
No, I got a text earlier that he was under the weather, and then he said he was getting ready to go somewhere. I'm assuming the doctor's office. Haven't heard from him all day. His Snap Maps says something about being in DC.
Oh.
So maybe you had a specialist
Part
you had to
two?
go to. I don't know, but hey, happy Jan 6th.
Yeah,
Raw going to Netflix.
that's right.
Look at that. 3 hours of Raw on Netflix.
Only thing
tonight.
I can think of that's ever happened on January 6th.
Listen, I'll say this. Whether you're for it or against it, January 6th is a very, very historical day. It's going to be in history books. From here forward, it's going to be a monumental day.
But
because
no, hold on.
WWE
No,
going
I'm
streaming
going to
is
tell you
crazy.
no, because it really pisses me off because it's taking away a right that people have
What's that?
to watch wrestling.
I think
If you don't have
increasing that.
Netflix, then you can't watch wrestling.
I don't get the USA Network.
You know what's funny?
Is he in shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Seth Williams was
Yeah.
talking about, and they brought up a good point. I don't think I've watched USA Network besides Raw.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I couldn't tell you. And they, it's a rape culture and everybody bitches about it, but they watch the all day Law and Order SVU episodes, but it's a rape culture. We can't, but we'll watch Law and Order SVU all
We're
day.
coming out swinging in 2025.
That's how we handle those things. Technically,
Yeah.
I'm not under contract anymore, so I could talk and say whatever I want. Some things have happened, whatever. It's fine. I still got an invite on the 20th, though,
He said
so I will
some
be
things
there.
have happened.
I got to rent a tux. It's going to be great. But,
Striper's going places.
dude,
Yeah.
Stryper, Metallica, the Beatles, all of them are going to be there. It's going to be
The Beatles. I'm out.
the Beatles.
I'm out.
The singular beetle.
Dude, my mom got me a Beatles shirt
I'm sorry.
for
I'm
Christmas.
sorry.
I don't know why she did it. I think it's because a long time ago, I had a John Lennon Imagine shirt, but it was from the 70s.
Oh yeah.
It was a legit buy them.
Should have just imagined there's no snub toaster series.
That's what I was going to do, but I didn't. And anyways, but yeah, so I open it, and I could respect. I know you can't, but I can respect the Beatles and their place in history. I get it. I understand it, and I appreciate them for it. But I open it, and it just says the Beatles in their Abbey Road, and I'm like, cool.
So, ladies' night.
Yay. But yeah, oh yeah, ladies' night.
Yeah, sorry to get back.
Yeah,
on
equal
track
rights.
here. Yeah. Like I said last week, though, real quick, 2025, we're switching to political talk, so obviously Jake Underwood had to be here for
Oh,
that. So here
does
we
Shane know that?
he's our man on the street. In the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Ladies' night.
I don't understand how ladies' night for 3 hours a night on Wednesdays can be discriminatory. Discriminatory?
I understand the claim, right? Because ladies are getting half off drinks, right?
Mhm.
However, and I think it says it somewhere in the article, the owner goes on to say that it's not discriminatory to men. They're still paying the normal price. It's a specialty for one night for 3 hours for ladies. It's just like we talked about in Japan. There's a restaurant that came under fire because they charge locals less
Less.
than
Right.
tourists, but
Mm.
the price that tourists are paying is the price that's on the menu. The locals are getting a discount. It's not the advertised price. So if you go to a bar expecting to not pay the advertised price, I don't know what to tell you.
But that Japanese restaurant probably isn't going locals night. Come on in, locals, get half off. Like, that's the difference.
I think they are.
I don't think they are. But no, if you want to fix this, all you have to do is on Sundays, make it, football day, and men drink for, half off. There you go. Fixed it. No lawsuit. There you go.
I mean, a lawsuit, it doesn't matter. They went under for legal fees.
Yeah, that's...
It's they didn't even get to the fucking lawsuit.
There was like that bakery in Oberlin that almost went under because of the cake. Like, it's kind of like the same... Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I know what you're talking about.
This, like, 15
Was
years
this the
ago.
gay marriage cake?
Yes.
Okay.
They
I
refused
do
to make
remember
that cake, and Oberlin, like, students were over there smashing their windows every other week.
Yeah.
But now they're fine because Oberlin had to pay the money because it was proven that the professors were telling the students to do it. Great
Oh.
education. But no, to go back to this, that's how you fix it. You just, all right, men, when you come in to watch the game on Sunday, you drink for half off.
Yeah, have like a dude's night.
Yeah.
Dude's night.
Dude, Saturdays? Because Saturdays are for the fucking boys.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude's night. Dude's night would be terrible. I would never want to go to Dude's night.
But all you would
go
have
to
to
a bar and it's like $3 draft
no,
beer.
it'd be so much worse. Beer's full price, but they have an Xbox 360 and
Nintendo
2
64.
games. Dude, listen, if you don't think I was listening on the way in, if you don't think every YouTube douchebag that has a channel where they're sitting there and they're going, so I happened to get my hands on a Nintendo 64 and today we're gonna review it. I really like
That's
the
what
way
I was saying it's going to be a collector's item.
I would play it.
That's what I said. I want to get my hands
Right.
on a
Regularly,
Nintendo
though?
64.
Like, would you replace your Xbox with the Nintendo 64?
Well, no, because I use my Xbox for YouTube more than I use it for Xbox. But
Hang on real quick. For anyone just tuning in, the Nintendo 64, Russia's developing their own video game console because they don't have the ability to import Xboxes,
Right.
PlayStations, and
but they're also
Nintendos
being
anymore.
smart about it, going, it's not going to be an Xbox.
Yeah.
So, but I think the way, and because Putin's smart, he is. You can disagree with a lot of things that he does, but he's a smart guy.
I'd be his game
Excuse me.
advisor.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd advise video games for the guy.
Bet you would. So, but if they go into it with like
Commie.
hey, so let's do a Mario, but let's
Call me
make
a
it.
fucking commie while I'm wearing an American flag.
Let's make it set in Russia, and instead of the mushroom makes them big, it's a little
Hammer and sickle. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like if they do that, people are going to be all about it.
Super on the nose.
And
Like
it's like-
Like
communism.
basically just modded versions
Yeah.
of the games. People are going to go nuts.
And it's Putin going through the game, and he gets saluted by all the
I would love
Pigeons.
pigeons.
Real quick,
Evan.
I love the national anthem, but like the Russian anthem, dude.
I don't think there is a debate. The Russian national anthem is the best national anthem.
When I was at TAM and Glenn Beck would play it as a bit,
You can't say
Dude.
it's not fucking sweet.
like everybody, like we'd all be like, "Oh, it sounds really good."
And everyone knows it. Name another national anthem you know. Canada doesn't count
Oh,
because they're not really a country. Their
Isn't-
prime minister just resigned.
it. That's great, isn't it? Like we got Raw. And that moron stepping down. This is a great day. That
Great
little
Jan
cuck.
6. Great
Oh
Jan
my
6.
god, that guy was so. Did you ever see his interviews? Like,
Oh yeah, no, he's a piece of
like
shit.
no, like full form. And did you ever see him when he was in like their parliament?
No.
So the way that Canada does it, it would be like, since Biden was president, if Donald Trump, because he was the leader of the opposition party,
Mhm.
they would debate right there on the Senate floor.
Oh.
And so, like, Trudeau's opponent would be like, taxes are too high. Farmers can't farm because they can't afford seeds. What are you going to do about this, Mr. Prime Minister? And he'd be like, I think it's so funny that you bring up these things because as I recall, and then like everybody behind him just starts cheering and he says nothing. And it would be to the point his opponent would be like, well, you didn't say anything, but all right, I guess we can laugh and giggle.
Well, I
like
think-
it
I
was
think-
that bad.
I
Like,
think my favorite part of it all is that Matthew Perry used to bully him.
I know
Matthew Perry went to school with Trudeau, and Trudeau has said on many occasions that Matthew Perry used to bully him in school.
I know
That's
a
good.
lot about Trudeau because
love
I know
Matthew
his
Perry.
stepbrother.
Huh.
Oh,
He
Will
was-
Ferrell?
No,
so
he
you're
was,
a commie.
Well, no, it's funny because his stepbrother's the complete opposite. We both tour with
I think
Stryper,
we've talked about this, yeah, with the Striper
which I might
talk.
not be the biggest fan of his. I'll be honest, whatever. You might not see this. If he does, what's up? But yeah, he's not great, but it was interesting to get that look at that side of what he did.
Well, for ladies' night and times and prices, 216-859-8699.
Hi, this is Melissa,
And hey, it's Matt.
coming at you from Synergy Music Studio.
We are a recording and production studio located on the south side near Chicago.
Check us out online at synergymusicstudio.com. We offer recording, mixing, and mastering.
And follow us on Instagram at Synergy Music Studio. Rock hard.
What's the difference between the shirt you're currently wearing and the one that I am? Well, both do their job of concealing us from the outside world and social boundaries. But one little black swoosh makes yours cost nearly double. That red rectangle may not change how warm you are, but it certainly changes the price tag. The truth is, nobody cares about the details. Get to the point with GenericClothes.com. Have a laugh at the big brand clothing company's expense with shirts that simply say sports team, political statement, music band, and more. A shirt for any occasion and the perfect gift. GenericClothes.com.
Hey, Style here, and I want to take a minute to talk to you about Hellbender Vinyl, a proud supporter of local and independent music and a proud supporter of WSRR Radio. Hellbender Vinyl is one of America's most trusted custom vinyl pressing plants. Located in Upper Lawrenceville on Butler Street, Hellbender is Pittsburgh's first and only vinyl record pressing plant and is here to help local bands and artists get their albums onto vinyl. Hellbender Vinyl offers vinyl record pressings to ensure that albums don't just end up as a bunch of ones and zeros floating around somewhere on the internet. So, if you're interested in giving your album a physical release, you can visit hellbendervinyl.com to start the conversation today. Plus, every customer at Hellbender Vinyl receives 5 free test presses to review at no additional cost. Hellbent on quality, hellbent on service, hellbendervinyl.com.
Are you ready, kids? It's me, distinctively non-copyright unspecified Sponge Man, and you're listening to the Rebel Radio Show on WSRR. Make the switch.
Hey, welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show live on Cut and Uncensored. Jake Underwood's here.
Hello.
We're brought to you by GenericClothes.com. Nobody cares about the details. Get to the point. Go get your shirts that say trademark, logo, political statement, or sports team, or band, or music
Local
artist.
radio.
Local Radio, a shirt that's based off WSRR Radio. So go ahead and check out GenericClothes.com right now and have a laugh at the big brand clothing company's expense. No one cares about the details. Get to the point at GenericClothes.com. Nobody cares what bucket you bring to Cinemark on, what day is it coming out? This coming week, right? The Cinemark Bucket
Ladies' Night.
Emporium. The Cinemark Ladies' Night.
What was that? The computer wanted to say something?
The computer said a Ladies' Night. That was the Ladies' Night notification.
Wow.
Yeah. You don't got one of
You
those?
going?
I'm not a lady.
Oh.
She's a woman.
January 19th, 2025, Cinemark is having the Open Bucket, the Bring Your Own Bucket promotion.
Open container night at the Cinemark.
Not open container night at the Cinemark. You can drink at Cinemark, though.
Yeah, you can.
Why
Some
are
of
they
them.
doing this?
Because it's National Popcorn Day.
No, it said something about hygiene.
Well, yeah, you there's restrictions on what you can bring, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, the customers can bring their containers, but their size and hygiene. So, what, you can't, like, spit in this thing and then go, I want more popcorn?
You can containers have to be clean and have a capacity of less than or equal to 400 ounces. What is 400 ounces?
I want the Home Depot bucket.
That's what my first thought was, is bring a Home Depot bucket and get popcorn in it. And that's clean.
I'm trying to think.
As long as there's not cement mix in it.
Well, what, 16 ounces is a pound?
Why are you converting to pounds?
Because I want to.
Why are you weighing it? That's not going to be helpful.
Because
in this.
what is an ounce?
Well, you can have liquid ounces, and I'm sure if you're measuring by
No,
bucket, you're
we
measuring by
don't-
liquid.
We don't do liquid ounces.
fluid ounces, by the way.
Thank you. No, I want.
I'm sorry, is a liquid not a
I
fluid?
want 10 pounds. I'm sorry, is a fluid ounce and an ounce not a unit of measurement?
It's 25 pounds.
Is an ounce?
You could have something that carries 25 pounds.
No. 16
400.
ounces in a pound. An ounce?
I was so confused right there.
Or if you want a conversion that'll actually help you, there's 128 fluid ounces in a gallon. So a little under 4 gallons. About 3.5 gallons.
Of popcorn?
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
Okay.
You can get
and
about...
you could get pop in that as well?
No.
No.
So hold on, you telling
just
me that
the corn, actually.
So you're telling me we could go and take
I miss Shane.
cut like two you invited me, buddy. 2 Home Depot buckets in half?
Well,
Be like, I want this one full of Dr.
How many
Pibb.
ounces is a Home Depot
That's
bucket?
what I'm looking up now.
I just bought one of those, by the way.
Well, take it to Cinemark on the 19th.
Nah, I got rock salt in it now. Yeah.
Well, that'll just make it a little salty.
Oh shit, that's how you
It
know.
doesn't necessarily
Salty
make
popcorn.
it unclean, right? Home Depot bucket's 5 gallons. So, like, 3/4 of a Home Depot bucket.
I
Yeah,
mean,
Mark-
they're like yay big. Wow.
You think if you marked it out on
Yeah,
there,
if you
they'd
mark
fill
the
it?
line and you just said the fill line.
Yeah, you got a fill line on your Home
Fill
Depot
to
bucket.
here.
Yeah. Or do you think they'd even check? Like, do you think this is something they're cracking down on?
No, they don't care.
Have you ever been to an anything but a cup party?
I would love to go to anything but
No.
a cup party. Well, they have
I'm just shocked you haven't brought up your fucking soup. I'm gonna be 2 cups. Oh, how
2
many
bowls,
How
number
many?
one.
How many bowls of soup can I fit into this?
Hey, jackass! I don't need an occasion to eat 2
I
bowls of soup at
I
the
like to
theater.
go there and have my drink and my 2 bowls of soup.
You don't need an occasion for that.
You
The
can
great
listen,
part about Cinemark, you can get 2 bowls of soup anytime you damn
you can
well
listen
please.
to that episode possibly at 3:00 on weekdays or anytime on Spotify.
It's true.
Off air.
There you go. There's a new one coming out tomorrow at the time of recording. Doesn't really help if you're catching this on a Rebel replay, but
Well, we'll just cut that part out.
bi-monthly on Tuesdays.
Edit
off air.
that.
It's live, pal.
Oh.
No, I think fill line on the
Hogan.
popcorn bucket.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll actually give a shit.
Well,
I
I'm
don't think they're
wondering-
going to enforce it. Anything but a cup party is
Okay.
a party.
Where you drink out of anything but a
Anything but a cup. Yeah, you can't bring a cup. So like people bring like traffic cones and they tape at the bottom of it and
cup. Oh, that's
things like that.
Unless you're using
They
Flex
have,
Seal, it's not going to work.
I'm
they
always
have-
using Flex Seal.
Phil
I thought that was
Swift,
part was a
buddy.
given. Not sponsored by Flex Seal.
Dude.
But
we'd
we'd
like
like
to
to
be.
Phil Swift here.
Let's get Phil Swift on the show.
Hell
He's
yeah.
probably not doing too much,
Dude,
right?
I would.
No, Phil Swift is doing
Phil Swift,
doing a lot.
216-859-8699.
Anyway, they have anything but backpack days at school.
Never had that.
Never had that.
You
Really?
had Tractor Day, though.
Hold on. I had Tractor Day.
You
so
had
calm
fucking
down.
Tractor Day.
Calm down.
Well, listen, we both kind of went to the same.
we
kinda,
went to
yeah.
school where I did.
What would you use on anything but a backpack day?
We didn't have that.
It started after.
Dude, we had Pajama Day, all right?
anything but a backpack day started the year after I graduated.
So then you didn't
But-
have it.
Yeah, so you're lying.
I said they have. I didn't say I have, assholes.
No school spirit.
None.
When I talk about Cloverleaf, I still say we.
Okay.
It's in my blood.
But I've seen
Sorry.
people use like the pool behind sleds and like somebody hollowed out like a old TV and was just carrying their
See,
stuff
that
in
seems
there.
excessive.
I really hate that.
Yeah.
I'm-
Like
I'm
anything
gonna
but a
be
cup
honest.
party's fun because like you're just drinking it. If I have to carry on books and like shit that I need all day
Yeah.
in a TV, I'm out.
And then, see, my problem is I went to school with a bunch of idiots. So the teachers would be against it after the first time we did it because it'd be like, oh, I don't have my book left in my locker because it wouldn't fit my TV. Like, no.
That's
they're
a
not-
common issue.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
You couldn't do that anymore. TVs are flat now.
Yeah.
You can't put them in the real small book bag. Like take out the screen of a modern TV. It's like a tray.
Yeah, just make it a tray. at
Anything
that
but a
point.
tray day.
There you go. Did you bring your own lunch tray to school? They just
Dude,
give you a
sometimes-
styrofoam one.
No, styrofoam, no.
Mm.
Did you have plastic lunch
Oh,
trays?
yeah,
Yeah.
dude. We had the ones from like the
Were you
80s.
in prison?
No.
They were prison
Well,
lunch trays, basically.
Yeah,
Are you
no, they were.
serious?
Yeah, no, and they were all different colors. You'd have the green. It
Yeah.
was like green, yellow, blue, and red. Listen, brother, when we got a
Hey,
vending machine, it was a big deal.
If
all
your
right?
school has the money to waste on styrofoam
That's-
fucking trays,
that's true.
You're too damn rich.
Then on top of it, we did a good thing because we would teach them life skills because then they would go and wash the lunch trays.
That's why Jake
in fourth
Underwood's
period.
not regularly on the show. They'd wash the lunch. You
Yeah,
make
no,
the kids wash the lunch
no, for real,
trays?
because like and this is what I actually really like, and they
that was
still do
detention
this.
in my school.
Well, they still do this where they teach like the kids that have something wrong with them. They teach them those skills so they could go right out of high school and get a job.
I'm assuming you know firsthand.
Something wrong with
a
them.
friend
Is
of
that
mine
the
was in
politically
there.
correct way
Friend
to
of yours, right?
categorize?
Yeah, handicap,
Gotcha. There you go.
but not like physically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I went like this because I thought of Seth. Oof.
Just point at your leg. Is that
Yeah,
you
'cause I like cut it out.
Good.
Cut it out.
Good. Why are we talking about lunch trays? Oh yeah, fill your own bucket. I can't believe you guys had lunch trays.
Oh, dude, they were great.
Doesn't sound like it.
I liked them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, you smack it on the side of the trash can, then you stack them up.
That sounds terrible. That sounds like a bad time for the staff. Sounds like a bad time.
It sounds like job security for the staff. If we're going to be honest,
Yeah.
that's job security.
Someone still has to serve the lunch.
And it's money that's saved so you don't have to have a levy every 6 months.
Oh yeah, no, I always vote no on those.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're the only one in the room that does that. but I don't want that to be a quote that bites me in the ass 10 years from now. So
Fuck the kids.
nope, not going to go there.
No, we talked about that in hour 1 with Hollywood.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, we've been all over the place in 2025.
Yeah,
so
apparently
far.
the first half an hour I missed my commercials and the Diddy party conversation.
Well, no, it was more the Nickelodeon conversations, the Dan Schneider parties. But
Buddy Disney's
they're
doing
pretty
it too.
close.
They're all doing it.
Disney
which
just
is-
took like a massive money from
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Whitney Cummings. Is that how you know about that too?
Yes.
The CNN? Did
Yes,
you see that?
yes,
Dude,
yes.
kudos
Why didn't we
to
bring
her.
that up?
Yeah.
Because I was going to.
There you
Kudos to her. Like, she just went on there.
Who
she
is
just,
she?
She had a show on NBC. She got a little bit of fame from the early comedy roasts.
Okay.
She
if
was
anybody
around.
who is unaware, Whitney Cummings went on a huge.
It was the
roast.
CNN. It was the CNN New Year's broadcast.
Like, she brought up everything.
The White House chefs.
What was the one she said? It's funny, the party that's all about
Democratic
choice
Party.
didn't give us a choice for a
yeah,
nominee.
they were
I was
busy
like,
propping up a body all year.
yeah, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, there you go.
Really just touring them on their own network. Love to see it.
And then
honestly.
I like that kudos to CNN, and we don't say that often. I don't think anybody does. But the fact that she's going, can I still go? And they're
Yeah.
like, go for it.
Yeah, they
Shit,
had-
why not? Go
She's
ahead.
like,
they
are
had
we
no
still
choice
on?
at that
Right.
point.
Because you can't cut her off.
Yeah.
Because if you do,
You're
then
gonna look
like,
worse, yeah.
it's all bad. But if you take it in stride, people aren't gonna, like, a month from now, people won't be thinking about that.
All in all, good move. Because if I'm sitting in the production room at CNN and I don't have a bullet hole through me,
And
if
I'm
I'm sitting
laughing.
in the production room at CNN, I'm going, well, in like 20 minutes the ball's gonna drop, and that's gonna be the focal
Right.
point of conversation.
Right.
not
People won't
this.
remember it.
Yeah. So
It's going to be a clip
good
that
move all
goes
around.
around, and each clip might get 1,000 likes each.
right.
Yeah.
All in all, good move.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. And it was hilarious.
Yeah. No, it was good.
And then they zoom out, and you just see Anderson Cooper, and he's got this look like,
He was having the worst.
you're not
time.
wrong. I mean, I don't like it, but you're not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Fill your own bucket.
Yeah, I think moral of the story is bring the Home Depot bucket and see if they actually
Or I think,
set the limit for
to-
you.
well,
No, we're bring the Home Depot bucket. 216-859-8699.
cut off by the break.
Let me know what bucket you're bringing.
Bucket boy.
Hey everyone, are you busy during the 3 p.m. hour to the 4 p.m. hour?
No.
Well, good news for you specific people.
Me?
Yes, you.
Wow.
There is a show. Coincidentally, I'm the host. My name is Shaney. The show is off air. Go to WSRRradio.com 3 to 4 every day.
My life has gotten substantially better.
Has it?
No. But at least I'm listening to off air.
What about basketball, huh? What about tennis? All right. How about golf?
Okay. What about swimming?
Ooh, hockey's always there.
Yeah, baseball, that's okay.
Baseball's not too bad. We've always got badminton.
Yeah. What about
Football. Okay, all right. Now we're cooking with gas. If you like this and want to hear more, tune into Behind Enemy Lines, WSRR's flagship sports show. New episodes on Mondays at 10 a.m.
Welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show.
You Uba-tuba son of a bitch.
Uba-tuba piece of shit. You're a stinky rope.
Clip that.
Hey, welcome back to the Rebel Radio Show live on WSRR Radio. I just ripped the mic out of the holder, so that's good.
All right, I don't feel as bad because I did
pulling that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, I
when
did
you
that
fucked
on
up
off
the whole
air,
set.
and you guys sat there and made fun of me for it.
Well, speaking of set pieces, you mentioned something when you came in off air, not the show off air. That's not at 3 p.m. on weekdays. You mentioned something off air about a green screen.
Yes,
and being able to just go live because you have a green screen. But I came to the realization this week that I think a lot of people have green screens now because they're more readily available, and a lot of people use them more and more for shows. And I think I really like the practical set more. I like having the physical built set a lot more than a green screen.
So I like the green screen because when I'm on a call or if I'm doing a hit on a podcast,
or if you're doing a hit on someone,
I don't want it to just be blurred.
Okay.
Because I think it looks really fucking dumb when you just have your background blurred. Like, nobody gives a shit what is in your house. Why
That's
are you
how
blurring
I feel
it?
when I'm on like Zoom calls and
Right.
everybody zooms their back or like blurs their back.
Right, like nobody cares what's in the
What's
back.
the point?
Nobody cares about your fucking trinkets.
Well, no, I get that. But what I'm saying is for specifically a show.
Okay.
Like if you're not just a YouTube streamer and you have your room in the background.
Right.
I'd rather have a physically built set, which again, I know it's easier to get a green screen, pop a green screen. I just
Right.
think it's a crutch people land on now.
I think if
Because you look
people-
at legit produced shows and they have a green
Right.
screen.
I think if people understand that when you do like the fake studio behind you, it looks really dumb.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. No, you're not like people aren't going, wow, look at that studio. They fit in their house. Like they're not doing that. They know it's not real.
Right.
It looks dumb. If you understand that, then it's fine.
Yeah. Well, so like I have the record wall behind me, right?
You do have a record wall right behind you.
And
you can see it on the live stream. Right
Really,
now.
my only issue with this record wall.
What's your issue with the record
Pam.
wall?
Well, most of them, other than Pam on Frank Sinatra's face over here that Shane likes to point out, my main issue with the record wall is most of the ones behind me are just boring black pressed records. If you go to hellbendervinyl.com, you can avoid that by getting custom vinyl records pressed exactly how you want them for your next album
Is that
release.
right?
Hellbender Vinyl out of Pittsburgh, PA works with local and independent artists to make sure their next album ends up more than just ones and zeros floating around online somewhere.
Wow.
Hellbendervinyl.com is the place to go because they're hellbent on quality, hellbent on service. Hellbendervinyl.com. You know who's not hellbent on quality or service is honey.com. I'm assuming that's probably their domain, right? Honey.com.
Oh, is it they say
coupon
they
thing?
save you
Yeah.
money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
Well, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't. It's been proven. If you've been following what's been going on with Honey, Honey is now the focal point of a class action lawsuit.
Hold on. Why did you introduce that like Jay Leno?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
So, have you seen this? It's a honey.
Have you-
Not so
have you
sweet
been
after all.
following what's going on?
Well, here's the thing.
Here's a headline.
Since we kicked Jay Leno's ass, since we found him on the street and beat him into a pulp
Yes.
twice,
Okay.
I think I've inherited the right to take over that bit.
Oh well.
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? Wow. What?
That's what I said to him as I was punching him in the eye. I said,
Look
"Have you
at this
seen this?
Dorito.
Have you heard about this?" And I gave him an uppercut.
It's Dorito. It's triangle. It's nacho cheese.
Yeah. Why
Have
is
you
Jay
seen
Leno
that?
talking about Doritos? No.
Oh, dude, it's a commercial he did back in the 80s.
Oh.
And they tell him just like freestyle about Doritos. And literally he's like, oh, wow, look at this. It's a
He's
triangular
never eaten a
little,
Dorito before?
triangular little chip. Wow, look at this. It's nacho cheesy. It's wonderful.
Well, you didn't hear it from me, but there might be a certain company that produces triangle nacho cheese flavored chips who might have had some payout for a couple vigilantes to beat up Jay Leno. You didn't hear it from me. It might just be speculation, but
Nabisco.
that's what I hear.
Yeah. Hostess.
but a less sweet snack, honey. Honey has been found to be a scam. You're a stretch, fucker.
What's up, brother?
All right, brothers, let's talk about honey.
Yeah, so there's nothing sweet about this scandal.
Yeah. Honey is like 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. It popped into existence.
I think so, right. Yeah.
And it's a browser extension. You install it. It's supposed to give you coupon codes.
If you
to save
heard
money
about it,
shopping
it's
online.
because it sponsored a YouTube video that you watched,
Yeah.
and they would do the thing where they're like, "Oh man, holiday shopping. Good thing I use honey."
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, one of the most sponsored or one of the most picked up sponsors, I'd say.
That and Squarespace.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah. Squarespace was everywhere.
And every guy uses Manscaped. Shut up about Manscaped.
Yeah.
Like, more than likely, we got a way to take care of that. We don't need to hear about how you're clean down there, bud. We're good, thanks.
Yeah, that's so for me, listening to a podcast or watching a YouTube video, that's when you know they're like taking any sponsor.
Yeah.
Is when it's Manscaped
Yep.
and when it's honey.
Right.
And what's the channel that put the most honey videos out? It wasn't Mr. Beast, was it?
No.
PewDiePie?
No, PewDiePie was lower on the list.
Might be Mr. Beast.
I think it was somewhere. Yes, it was Mr. Beast because he was in the.
I was gonna say there's one. There's like
are we
leagues
sure it's
above.
not this guy who's in the photo?
I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
No, he does like a tech review.
This is Shutterstock image, first of all. So there's that. Yeah, it's Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, Linus Tech Tips. There's a whole bunch of channels. Most likely, if you've watched a channel that wasn't Markiplier, they've probably been sponsored by Honey. But Honey, the reason they're under fire is here's what's going on.
What's going on?
So when you get an affiliate link, for those that don't know, is you essentially get a code or a shorthand link that you put in your description. So if I'm selling you this jacket I'm wearing, right? And I say, hey, if you like this jacket, the link's in the description below. If you
or
click,
an energy drink.
If I'm selling you an energy drink, if I'm selling you a Baja lime flavored energy drink or Voodoo, and I say, hey, if you want to try this energy drink, you can go to the link in the description and use this promo code.
Yeah.
And that promo code gives you 10% off at checkout.
Right.
And you go to checkout and you put in that promo code, you get 10% off. I get a kickback of that. And it's like $3, if that.
Right.
It's a percent of a percent. And, there's a breakdown for, obviously, different creators get different percentage. But what Honey would do is if you sponsor your video through Honey, and you put your affiliate link for Honey in the description, when you go and click that link, a redirect opens in the second window, and that redirect then takes you to the Honey checkout, and it replaces that affiliate link with one of Honey's. So Honey is cutting out all of the affiliate kickback and doubling the profit.
Well, then they're really stupid for keeping just kept doing it.
Yeah, and that was my first thought is, how did nobody notice they weren't making money on Honey?
So I understand Mr. Beast not noticing that because he
just gives away money.
Yeah, but like
he's also a bad person, by the way. So I'm
gonna be honest. I like the Beast games.
I'm gonna be honest. The dude's covered up pedophilia like 3 times.
Yeah, but Beast games is pretty good.
I'm not. You know what? Not putting that over it.
I might, but like Linus Tech Tips, like buddy, we know you don't have it like that.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You shouldn't just keep doing that.
To Linus Tech Tips credit, they were the one account prior to all of this years ago that cut their affiliation with Honey because they said, hey, we're not getting the kickback and we don't know why, so we're not going to continue this partnership.
That's the thing I don't understand. If he's a content creator about tech tips, shouldn't he have understood what's going on?
Well, he was too busy
first?
going to lttstore.com to get his little screwdriver.
Well, I think that's why he's the only one that caught on.
Probably.
But
I know I just gave him shit, but like he's usually on top of stuff like that. Like if they mess up, they're the first ones to be like, dude, my bad. We told you this. This is wrong. It's actually this.
Yeah. But what's interesting to me is, so they found that out a couple years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Why wasn't it then news of like, oh, Linus Tech Tips came out and said, oh, we're not making money off Honey. We don't know why we're not getting the affiliate kickback. No one else looked at it and went, oh, yeah, wait, I'm not either.
It's probably because people were too worried about masks and COVID still.
That's fair.
It was all set up by Honey, actually. COVID was started by the Honey people.
Oh, my God, it was a honey bat.
Fuck.
It was in the honey market.
Those damn honey gliders, man.
Man. My Cheerios ain't taste the same since.
But what I think is crazy is when it opens up the redirect window, it simultaneously opens it, changes the affiliate code, and then closes the window, so you don't even know that it happened.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think what Honey would tell these these creators.
So not real quick, not only because just to add another layer to it,
Yeah.
not only does it do that,
Okay.
but it also came out recently that Honey does not or only gives you the coupon codes that it's paid to give you.
That makes sense.
So if you're buying something off Micro Center, right, and you go to Micro Center's website and you put a PC part in your cart,
Right.
and while there might be an active coupon for 50% off your total purchase, Micro Center, because they're using the Honey extension, can say, hey, I want you to advertise this 20% off, this 10% off, this $5 off. And those are the three coupons you're going to try, not the 50% off.
Right.
So a lot of people would look at that. We're looking at this scenario and going, well, I'm not the creator. It's not really affecting me, but at least I know that I got the best deal still.
Right.
When in reality, it's also hurting the consumer because they're also not getting the best deal. And Honey's making more money off of it. So not only are they making money off you, the consumer, they're making money off the person they're supposed to be sponsoring, the affiliate link. And they just have this ever-growing pool of extra money they're making.
Well, I mean, how else are they going to make money?
And that's
it's just a bad business model in general.
Well, it's PayPal, by the way. PayPal owns Honey.
Well,
yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But it's funny, a Markiplier clip resurfaced from like 6 or 7 years ago where he's talking about Honey. And his whole crux, he goes on this rant of just, well, how do they make money?
Right.
I don't know how, but somehow this seems like a scam.
Right.
Because how are they staying afloat if
Yeah,
they're
it
just
doesn't
giving
make
you the
sense.
best deal and
Right.
it's not a paid product? It perfectly makes sense that it's a fucking scam. It's just crazy to me how long it took everybody to catch on to it.
That's like that, and it's still a relevant website because they still see commercials for it. The one where it's like, I got a PlayStation 5 because I sat on this betting. I sat at this auction all day. It's like somethingdeals.com.
We were just
But like that,
Deal Dash?
yeah, it's something like that. It is the biggest crock of shit.
Yeah.
Because you have to buy the bids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, you don't just bid.
And then
so if you want to buy 100 bids, it's like $150.
And if you win and it's under their minimum bid, you don't get it unless you pay their minimum.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Deal Dash was like the biggest. I think their commercials got pulled from most networks because of that. Like I remember there being some kind of controversy with Deal Dash.
They were. I will say that they were everywhere.
Yeah.
You just like sitting down watch like Impractical Jokers or something. It's like I got an iPad for 2 cents.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
I got this new Ninja blender for $3.
Right,
Yeah.
and if you did, it's the iPad from 10 years ago. It's Gen 1. Like, like it's... and people
Deal
don't know
Dash
the
was a hell of a
difference.
scam.
Yeah, and like nobody remembers that.
Yeah, no, it's exact. I remember doing a deep dive into that.
Deal
and,
Dash was rough.
having to buy the bids. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I watched a whole video on it 'cause the guy's like, we're going to try to buy a PS4 off of Deal Dash.
Yeah, and it ends up being like $500, $600.
Yeah, because they have to buy the bids.
That's crazy that it's still fucking active.
Oh yeah, I bet it is.
You can still go to fucking Deal Dash. That's insane. All right, just for shits and giggles, you can't even search on it. There you go. Give me a PS5. How cheap can I get a Deal Dash on PS5? Sold for just $63.78.
So $63.78 might be what they paid. Because
Buy
maybe,
it now for $2,420.
Right. So
That's the more legit price you're actually paying with these bids.
Right, and then on top of that, what they're not including is that if you want to buy 300 bids, it's $500.
Yeah. The conversion rate is insane.
Like, how is that not? What does it say up at the top? Start now, 14-cent bids.
Yes, 14-cent bids. Get bids. Let's see how much some bids are.
So it's probably free for your first.
I gotta sign up.
Yeah, it's probably free for your first 25 bids.
Yeah.
So then you could, 14 cents, 15, 16 cents.
Well, because
18.
with 14 cents, 15 cents, 16 cents, you're not meeting the threshold on any product.
Correct.
So you have to buy bids.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so then at that point, it starts to play to the, the gambler mentality in your head. We're going, well, shit, I'm already in $1.
Yeah.
And you don't, it's almost like a mobile game.
Yeah.
Where, you don't.
Microtransactions.
Right. Like you don't even realize how much you're spending because you're just sitting there and you're like, well, I want more lives because I want to keep playing. Let's buy 50 more for $20.
Fucking EA needs to employ the Deal Dash team here.
I think it's the other way around. Battle Pass for Deal Dash.
Oh, dude, the Battle Pass Deal Dash, finally.
Shane would be walking in every other week going, guess what I got?
I don't understand how Honey is still like working right now.
So here's the fun part. There's a class action lawsuit on Honey right now, and it started by Legal Eagle, the YouTube guy, the lawyer. He filed a class action lawsuit against Honey, and you got to be a creator. Obviously, they're sponsored by Honey to sign up,
Right.
but they're seeking the money that they pocketed from number one, the affiliate links, and number two, the consumer coupon codes that were being missed.
So PayPal is just going to sell Honey.
I would assume
before they have to deal with all that.
I would assume.
Okay.
There's going to be a settlement either way. They're either going to sell the company off and they're going to pay them out with that, or they're just going to settle.
Right.
Because, and again,
and
this is the
that
part
lawsuit's
that
going
sucks.
to take 6 years.
Well, this is the part that sucks about it is if it was a class action lawsuit like everything else, like an A&W class action lawsuit. Yeah, I bought root beer. I can go sign up for this class action lawsuit and maybe they'll send me $7, right? This is specifically creators who are making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars daily. They aren't really going to give a shit if this gets settled or not.
Yep.
They didn't notice enough to notice they weren't making money off Honey, which I still think is a crazy aspect.
Yeah.
You sign up for a sponsor and you don't know that they're not paying you. And then so you don't notice that. Why would you ever care if this actually goes through?
Does that also fall on YouTube?
I feel like it should.
Everything's kind of bundled together.
I feel like it should. I feel like there should be some, and again, because it's PayPal, I'm sure they'll get out of it regardless.
Yeah.
But there should be some kind of YouTube intervention here where it's like, hey, yeah, our platform openly let everybody advertise this scam. Probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Because it is a scam.
Yeah, but they're just, they're going to end up selling the company to somebody and they're going to go, well, we're really sorry about what happened there, but there's not much we can do about it. And everybody's going to go, oh, I understand.
Sell it to Cash App.
Well, a lot of PayPal is just a scam.
PayPal's rough and they get hacked
Mm-hmm.
a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues with PayPal. PayPal's always in the news for data leaks.
Yeah,
Anything that I see online that you can pay with PayPal, I completely just leave the website.
Which is why TikTok Live is kind of sketchy in a way because they do everything through
all
PayPal.
the gifts and everything are through PayPal.
Well, so there's another layer to the Honey thing with the Pay with PayPal button.
Okay.
So if you go to say it's a direct link, right?
Yeah.
Instead of the affiliate link, they have a direct link to the Honey checkout.
Okay.
You go to the Honey checkout from your channel, and you'd think from there, put in your credit card information, get your discount, and go. If you use the Pay with PayPal button, which you're already doing because Honey is through PayPal,
right?
So it's going to a PayPal transfer. If you use the Pay with PayPal button, it then redirects it again to a PayPal transaction, and Honey gets the credit for it there too.
So they're double dipping.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that if anything, the government, if they get involved in this lawsuit, that's gonna be what speeds it up. You can't double dip.
I was gonna say, I think if anything is going to actually solve this, it's gonna be the IRS.
Yeah,
but they're too busy looking at tax filings.
Yeah, they're too busy going after the guy who didn't claim $5, so
Yeah.
they want to put him in prison.
Yeah, Honey's a fucking scam.
Wow,
Honey's a scam, and most content creators are involved. And again, I don't think most content creators are at fault because they're the ones that got fucked out of money in the end of it.
Well, a lot of the times they also have like a team that's like, hey,
Yeah.
we're now sponsored by this. You have to put it in your video.
For the people, and I know there's content creators that are just solo guys too,
Yeah.
but for the content creators like that have a team and it's well documented they do, like Linus Tech Tips, who did catch it, I'd be firing whoever's in charge of the sponsorships.
Yeah.
If you're telling me that we're going to be sponsored by Honey, and then we're not actually getting any of the fucking money that we should get from our
Honey.
affiliate links,
Money from Honey.
why are we not being notified that we're not getting that money?
No Honey money.
Or they did something like, oh, you'll get it quarterly.
Yeah.
And then people just didn't think
check
about
check
it.
back.
Yep.
Yeah. I think there should be a class action lawsuit, and I don't know how legally you'd process this for people that used Honey.
I don't think you could do that because technically they didn't lose anything.
No, but it was presented as false information of
But
getting
did-
the best deal.
Yeah, false advertisement.
But did they get a deal?
But it doesn't tell you get a deal. It says
Does-
you get the
does it
lowest
sp-
price.
What does the fine print
Well,
say?
So even if you don't even find a deal with Honey, they still replace the affiliate code when you go to check out. with
Right,
Honey.
but so that has nothing to do
So
with the
sometimes-
consumer.
Yeah,
who
it's
used
still
it.
in the-
Well, it does because the consumer isn't actually receiving any deal if they can't find the deal through Honey. But Honey is replacing the affiliate code.
What does it say in the fine print?
Who the fuck knows? Does anybody read that?
That's why we're here.
And that's why they would get away with it.
Oh,
You have to read the
speaking-
fine print.
Speaking of the fine print,
Uh-oh.
this is like real off topic, and I apologize, but Pokemon Go updated their terms of services, and they're actually making a geomap of the entire, like, they're using people's footsteps and monitoring to make a map. Any of the buildings that they're unsure of or they don't have, like, on their map, they'll put a Pokestop there or a gym, and people will flock to it, take their pictures, and
Right. Oh, that's shady.
and they understand what that building is, and they add it to their map.
Or alternatively, you report it because you can report Pokestops as like a gravesite or something, and then they get that information anyway.
Or they just go to Google Maps.
Yeah, they could
and
just
they
do
get
that.
and they get to read every review and every picture taken by some dickhead who thinks they're helping the world by posting it on Yelp.
Yeah. Everyone should take their house off Google Maps, by the way. That's something you can do. You can just talk to Google and be like, hey, I want my address removed. Here's proof of address.
So I got into it with somebody on Instagram. This was like a month and a half ago because they kept posting pictures of like their kids. Oh, no. It was after the squirrel.
And you're like, damn, those kids are ugly.
No, the squirrel incident.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I go,
Justified.
Stop inviting the government into your house.
Yeah.
Well, we shouldn't have to worry about that because this is America. Stop inviting the government and bad people into your house. Because because people say government and immediately they got to go like, "Durr!" They get mad. Okay. Let's not invite the creepy fucking people out there into your house. Because if they notice you have something nice, they go, oh, shit, I could take that. What kind of door lock do they have? Oh, I can see what kind of door lock they have. Fuck it, I'm just going to break into their house and take it. Stop doing that. Like, at that point, you're just inviting these people in. Don't do that. If that guy, for clout, didn't want to post his squirrel on social media, the squirrel would still be with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
he would have just had a pet.
Right. It falls on that guy because he wanted likes and retweets. Stop exposing your life for likes and retweets. You have to stop doing that. You invite the bad people in.
And people don't realize that they're promoting these activities when they do. As well, it's just like buying a shirt that says Coca-Cola, right? You are effectively advertising for Coca-Cola for free.
Right.
And you paid for it.
Right.
You are paying them to advertise their product.
Yeah.
That's why I go to genericclothes.com. Because I'm not paying to advertise anyone else's product. I'm getting the generic equivalent that does the exact same thing for half the price, even less sometimes. Once again, that's genericclothes.com. Stick it to the big brand clothing companies. Have a laugh at their expense. Nobody cares about the details. Get to the point. And if you're working on your next album, single, release, EP, go to synergymusicstudio.com. They're based out of Chicago, so if you're in the area, stop by and see Matt and the crew there and even get a Synergy Naked session. That's their live video performance that they tape, master, mix, and produce for you in-house. But if you're not in the Chicago area, you can still take advantage of their mixing, mastering, easy for me to say, production, masting. They're big ship guys. They build masts. Don't go there looking for masks. Go there looking for audio production. SynergyMusicStudio.com.
Mastering.
You're doing a really good job this.
Hey, SynergyMusicStudio.com. You can read it all for yourself, all their details there. And go to HellbenderVinyl.com. Once you get that album, track, or single mixed and mastered, press it on something that's not just a bunch of ones and zeros floating around the internet. Get your custom vinyl record pressings at HellbenderVinyl.com because they work with the local and independent artists in the Pittsburgh area. And all around the world. HellbenderVinyl.com to start that journey today. And you get 5 free test presses, absolutely free, when you go to HellbenderVinyl.com. So go there today.
I mean, that's a great deal, especially, if LimeWire taught us anything.
If LimeWire taught us anything.
It's that, piracy is terrible.
It's rampant.
And it affects not only us, because you have to hear, like, remix DJ at the beginning of it, but it also affects the artist who's trying to get, their art out there.
And where do you hear more local and independent artists than WSRR Radio? It's live 24/7, 365 on WSRRradio.com or on the LIVE365 app.
This is pandering.
Take us with you wherever you go. Check out all the great local artists from all around the world. You get the full showtimes, schedules, and more on WSRRradio.com. That's your morning drive. You get the Indie Insight. That's morning interviews with local artists. You get the grab bag, randomly hosted shows by WSRR artists, or WSRR hosts featuring these artists.
Wow.
You're really throwing me off here, Jake.
Why? Not even doing anything.
You're just staring at me with those beady eyes, son.
You ooh-woo son of a bitch.
There it is. And you get Behind Enemy Lines, your Cleveland sports show from Pittsburgh, hosted by Lucas DeRazio and Dom Farrow. I got to hurry up and wrap this up. I'm losing my speech here. You get the afternoon drive. That's off air, the Pigeonhole on the Rebel Radio Show. 3 to 7 p.m. is the afternoon drive. And, of course, 10 p.m. Eastern. 10 p.m. Eastern. True Vault Escapades, the Fallout-based radio drama from Preston Hardin that comes out every weeknight.
That was pretty good.
10 p.m. Eastern.
10 p.m.
What time was that?
10 p.m.
Well, for more
Eastern.
information, schedule, showtimes, and more, WSRRradio.com. Join the Discord. Chat with all of us there. 216-859-8699. Until next time, I've been Radio's Rebel DJ Styles. To my right, Jake Underwood.
Yep.
On the boards, Jules.
Adios.
Peace.
Silent.